Hello, dear viewers of the popular science channel Health Improvement. I am Alexander Zakardev, Ivan Pavlovich, and I continue to talk about various issues that you ask us through the channel Health Improvement. Ivan Pavlovich exists, but it cannot be said that this is a disease, but a phenomenon called edema. And a lot of people do not know what to do in this case to get rid of these edema. Please tell us what is the cause of this phenomenon and how these edemas can be eliminated. Alexander Vasilyevich, you said that this is not a disease. Considering that you have joined traditional folk medicine, I would have awarded you the degree of candidate of medical sciences today. Thank you, for you already know today what candidates and doctors of sciences do not know. And in this case it concerns edema. This is the absolute illiteracy of almost all medicine. Well, imagine, the Almighty has put us on two legs. We occupy, basically, an upright position. 1/3 of the day we sleep, and 2/3 are in this position. Under the gravity of the earth, blood flows down, and this is normal. But after all, it needs to be lifted up in order for the blood to circulate. So that she again brought out harmful substances through the organs of erection and lungs, and new blood came there, and ensured the life of cells. Do you understand? I understand. Yeah, well, now look what's going on. Doctors say the heart is coping with all this work. These are illiterate statements at all levels. There is no heart here. Yes, there is a soothsayer here, there is an emotional memory here. There is a lot here from the point of view of the energy system fits in the heart. But here they say it's a motor. And what kind of motor? The motor includes an input and output chamber. The heart has an exit chamber, but there is no entrance chamber. And the inlet chamber, the second end of the pump, is located in the muscles that are below the navel. Especially in the legs. And there, in these legs, there are special devices in the veins called valves. These are kind of pumps that consistently come from there, from below, with good activity of the muscles, in which these very veins and vessels are located. They supply fluid there 100 ml, and from there comes out 100 milliliters. If these pumps don't work for you, instead of 100 milliliters, 95 is supplied from there, and then 90. And water, liquid stagnates. It turns out puffiness. Doctors say you drink diuretics, secrete water. Do not drink water, you have a lot of water in your body. But this is waste water. We have repeatedly said that the body secretes at least 1.5 to 2 liters of water every day. It is spent on energy and biochemical and other reactions. But the thing is that this water must be replenished. It is necessary to replenish it with clean water, not with dirty information, which has passed through all our cellular organ mechanisms. Namely, clean water. A cell cannot live without clean water. The cage is a water creature. And we have already said that when the child was still small, when his mother had a tummy, he had 95% water. Then, when he was born, 90% of the water, and already with age, it reaches 50% of the water that should be in the body. That is, there is practically no water. I have a book called Water. So the whole point is that it says, no disease can develop today if there is not enough water in the body. Starting from the head especially. Ivan Pavlovich, let's clarify. So now look what's going on. Water is metabolic water, dirty. It continues to provide water through the membrane to the cell, which should work. That is dirty, dirty, dirty. She'll clean it up, and up to half a liter of such water is formed in the body, which provides the cell with this dirty water. There's mitochondria, there's energy. There should also work a whole system that allows, synthesizes, converts some substances into others. That is, energetically. Yes, but a person cannot live on this water for a long time. And this water, and there are also sodium-potassium pumps that play a very important role. Sodium provides water outside the cell, and potassium inside the cell. This interaction of sodium-potassium pumps is completely disrupted, and this water accumulates. Because there is no clean water to replace that water. And today, the only method of dealing with edema is the more you drink clean water, the faster you will get rid of edema. No diuretics, just clean water. Moreover, I had patients who drank 3-4 liters of pure water a day. After literally 2/3 of a week, a month, the swelling slowly, gradually disappeared and disappeared. But at the same time, do not forget to actively train your muscles. These are elementary movements, without which we cannot live. After all, we are an oscillatory system. We have vibrations with a certain frequency all the time. And the more we sit, the more we are immobilized, the more it resembles a standing swamp. And in a stagnant swamp, there is anything. This is a very powerful surface tension of the liquid conveyor, a very powerful coupling. And the activity of this biological water is absolutely zero. And the more you move, the more you reduce the surface tension of the liquid, the more free electrons are formed, which are detrimental to the so-called free radicals. And free radicals are the basis of our aging. And so when I pass by houses, buildings, I see old ladies who sit for hours. Moreover, from the point of view of obesity, they are already like a pile of dough diluted with metabolic fat. And here they are sitting on a bench, condemning anything. What bad doctors and everything else. They don't do anything themselves. I just feel sorry for these people. It's all about activity, about movement. And Alexander Vasilyevich and I offered you this exercise. It is necessary to stand next to the rack, put your feet on any rack, take up this rack at the navel level. Whether it's the handrail on the stairwell, just don't grab the door handle, they can come off. And with your arms outstretched, bending your knees, you begin to squat, slowly increasing the volume of movement. At first 5-10 centimeters, then 15-20, and in a month, in 2, you will already be descending. With the middle part of the body reaching the floor, you begin to train pumps that will pump the liquid that you have there from below. These are your thrombosis there, these are your thrombophlebitis, these are trophic ulcers. Anything. And we showed you the exercises with Alexander Vasilyevich lying on his back in bed. Yes, sometimes it's impossible for you to do them, but we have developed a system. Look at one of the programs where we talk about how you should actually get rid of these edemas while lying on your back. But it depends on you, no medicine will help you. Stop contacting doctors about this. I have explained to you the essence of this process. The channel that is the second one in the pump does not work. This is the inlet pipe. It depends on the work of the muscles, especially below the navel. those that are especially in the legs. And your legs are actually turned off from active life. Ivan Pavlovich, let's clarify now. Immediately, as well as people with edema, should drink water. This is very important, because you can't drink a lot of water right away. By no means. No need to drink glasses. There is no need to do anything to remove edema on purpose. Why use glasses at once? So you can drink a sip, you can add a little salt. You can use lemon, apple cider vinegar. There is somewhere a tablespoon per glass, or even half a liter of water. And you should not drink a lot at once, the kidneys will not cope. And there will be even more swelling. Slowly, gradually, but this is the only way to get rid of edema. And so here's 1.5 to 2 liters of water or more. You should come out in at least 1-2 months, take your time. You were slowly walking towards what happened to you. And if you want to compensate for all this quickly, then on the contrary, you will fall into an even bigger coma. Because cells can't live in such water for a long time, this dirty water. This is called metabolic water, which is just not there. But only clean water is needed there. And I repeat again. If you have drunk at least 1 sip of water during or after a meal, then do not contact us or the doctors especially. It is impossible to interfere with the processing of food that each workshop, and this is a workshop, the same gastric juice and stomach, is a workshop for eating food. And eat as little as possible, forget about meat at all, for you it is a deadly substance. And lean more on the plant world. I have already told you that you look at a cow that chews grass. It has everything. Therefore, having switched, especially in summer, to vegetable food, it is smaller in volume, it is better to eat more often, but there should not be a snack in at least 3 to 4 hours. That is, we ate, let the body rest for 3 to 4 hours. After eating, when you have already eaten, after at least an hour and a half, start drinking water. If you want to eat, drink water. Water is the first medicine for you against edema. Thank you, Ivan Pavlovich, for the clarifications. I urge you to follow the advice that Ivan Pavlovich gives. And everything will work out for you. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye. Have a nice day.